Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to episode 3 of Let's Play Factorio. And today we're going to continue working on our base, of course. And yeah, I think we're going to work on the copper next here. Iron's going pretty good here. It looks like it could actually do with a few more setup here. We'll probably do that after. But I'm excited to get copper up and running. So let's start working on that, and while we're doing that, we could probably build a few more things like drills, etc. Probably could use quite a bit of them over time, and we'll see how that goes. Probably can use some of these guys. Oh, actually, oh yeah, I have some on me. I was like, oh, I have none on me. A filter inserter. So that's just like the normal inserter I'm used to, right? Yeah. I thought it was called a smart inserter. Or maybe a filter inserter is different than a smart inserter. I don't know. It's a new thing. I can't keep up with the new times, you know. Okay, so let's start working on this then. So boom and boom. And we can bring it down here. This is kind of where I wanted to actually bring down originally the the work on the iron as well. I might bring it down over time anyway, so apparently there's a built-in filter system now, land filling system. So that's actually really good news. It probably means I can fill in this water without too much hassle, and we'll probably look into that for sure in the future. So once again, we're gonna do our setup here. We'll do them in twos, and we'll be grabbing off the belt here. How did I do it on here? I guess it doesn't really matter, but I want to keep it somewhat even. Everything up in the middle, everything down on the other side. Okay, and then, yeah. Just making sure it's somewhat even, so it's not, you know. Sometimes I must have a wee bit of OCD, but the problem with that being is that it's not a good thing. And you know, it bothers me already quite a bit just knowing that I can't have both of the sides at the same spot right now. But with that filler, hopefully we can go ahead and solve that later on without too much hassle. That is my hope. The developer who created the resining created the filler mod itself is actually a developer internally now, so he probably actually was also the one who created it now for us. So or wrote the code for it, I should say. I'm sure he rewrote it as well. I know it was a wee bit laggy and whatnot before, but probably a little less. No, you're pulling in there, my friend, so yeah, let's reverse you guys. There you go. There you go. Looks good, looks good. So we'll just, I guess, bring this up somewhere around here. I guess I could connect it over there, but now it's it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You know, it's not a bad thing having multiple lines. Means if I derp up, it won't be, you know, completely a mess. Okay, and then we'll bring this down. So once again, we're going to do the you here, you here, you here. It's kind of like the proper style for expansion if we get into electric furnaces down the road. I'm not saying we will, but probably will eventually. And get a little fast inserter again in here just to keep up. And then we just have to worry about some dirty coal to come down here. Now, I might just be splitting this one for sure. And bringing it down. Come on down. We'll just put it right through the copper. We'll just make a mess out of everything. And here we go. Yeah, that should be fine. And then, oh, actually, no, that's not fine. You're off by one. You silly. There you go. Yeah, unfortunately I was off by one and it's made a bit of a mess there. But it's now resolved because I don't want to hit the pole or have to work with it. I could have maybe made it underground, but I wasn't going to bother carrying or looking that much. There you go. And there you go. Oh yeah, maybe we should put it over here too. There we go. Now that gets that done. Now we should probably get a turret in this area up and running as well. Just kind of want to keep them in the area of each of the setups. So it's actually kind of good. These are kind of compact right now. Like, you know, the miners are with the smelters themselves. Because if we do get attacked, very high probability that they'll be attacking this area first. So, or it is one of the higher probability targets, anyways. Okay. So that's nice. We're doing a fantastic job here. Let's see what else I can work on. We do want to work on a bit of automation, of course. Automation is quite important. I do want to get to the next automation, though, here as well, which is going to be important for us. And we need this one here. Times 2, so 80 of them. Holy. I didn't realize those were really so expensive, so you're probably going to want to manually work on those. That's too bad because I was hoping I could easily work around this part here. Let's see. So to make the red guys again, we need copper plates and iron gear wheel. Okay, so I guess for now what we'll do, this will be a messy, but you got to do what you got to do, is we're going to bring this all the way around here till we can research. Now, it shouldn't really matter how messy it is, because it should still work, right? But sometimes you just don't want to make it too messy. Well, actually, you know what? Probably want to mathematically bring it down about the same, though, don't I? Just right here. Yeah, something like that, maybe. I know it's going to clip in here for now, but we can fix that later. Bring it down here, and then bring you guys down here. Oh yeah, some noob didn't even power this up, so this wasn't really working well. There you go. And for quite a little while anyways, we're not going to hit any ore patches really. There's some down here, but this is a nice smooth land, and get rid of these rocks here. There you go. Nice. Okay. And then, so this is kind of like our, I don't know, our expressway. We don't want to start going like this and, you know, oh, wow. We don't want to run out of transport belts. That's a good one to say. But anyways, this is like our expressway. And because it's our expressway, we don't want to be snaking it around, adjusting it, pulling things slowly off the belt, because it's our highway. Our highway needs to be straight and precise. We can, you know, have splitters coming off of it, you know, like off-ramps in a sense. But we don't want to really interfere with the main line itself. So that's what we're going to try to adjust and solve and do something about. So, that being said, let's work on that. Thought I'd go for a walk randomly up top so I can start fixing some stuff. Okay, so here's my iron, here's my copper, of course, and let's look at the map. So it looks like over here is a nice clear area. So over here too, but this looks a little more clear. It's in a more deserty area. It's ugly. I'll probably fill in with concrete or something later on, so that's cool. So let's go ahead and we'll split this off, and then this will continue going down, right? But from here, we'll split it onto here, and we will go ahead and do the underground belt. And then same thing here. We'll split it off because we want it to continue freely going down the highway. And then we'll just go like this, and you're kind of free to do whatever you want at that point. Now you might not want them side by side, but we can adjust them or whatever when they're out here. Though even though this is its own little highway now, you want to keep this kind of cleared up. You might want to reconsider how you do this over time, but overall it should be decent. Because the idea is that you're going to fork these over, like fork them all the way down here over time for different projects. And because of that, you don't want to, you know, if this main line is not keeping up and you know, upgrade your infrastructure, you're going to upgrade the main belts in the middle first, but you won't have to upgrade all the side belts quite yet, or maybe only upgrade certain ones that are required. So kind of gives you that more, it's like a spider, it's not a spider web, it's literally a highway system. That's really what it is. And you know, the major flow of traffic, if it gets, you know, bottled up, you build the highway bigger or faster, you know, and it gets, it's pretty much that, I guess. So I haven't done these for ages, to be honest, so these guys are basic. The first guy here, anyways, he only requires something simple, which is copper plate and iron gear well. The next guy, he's going to require a bit more than that. A lot more than that. So I'm trying to think how I want to do this, because it's been that long since I've really done this. I'd say first let's start here, and we're going to pull our iron here to make our gear. So there you go. And then from there, I think what we'll do is we'll probably just continue feeding it downwards here onto a belt even, and just say, here you go, boom, 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 boom. Now, I don't remember how fast this keeps up. Actually, you know, it won't keep up that well. We're probably going to want to actually go with fast inserters, to be honest, just for this little project. Because the faster we keep up it, the better. It takes 2 iron plates and produces 1 gear. So actually, in the end, you probably actually want 2 fast inserters on this side versus 1 on that side. Or is it? Does it make 2 gears too? Is it just 1 gear? I guess it's 1 gear. If you wait till that's crafted, it'll, there you go, stack like that, and we can. Okay. And then, so that makes our gears. And then over here, this will be just our plain old factory for this. So how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I could do 5 for now. And these guys will be pulling off on either end here. Or actually, sorry, only on the one end. Ah, you know what? It is only the one end. So, because of that, I'm going to build it on this side. Okay, so you're going to pull off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And because of this, we're going to have you guys pull off here. And you will be grabbing your gear here. And there was a reason why I did that. You're a noob. You just failed completely. All over again, we're doing it. I was like, why did I build it there? I only need the gear. What about the copper plate that you also need? There's a reason why I built it right beside it. There we go. And we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 long-armed ones for this task. Yeah. I derped up. I knew there was a reason to my plan, but sometimes my reasoning forgets. There you go. Now, you could do this 100 times and it'd be annoying, or you can shift right click, I believe, yeah, and shift left click to copy and paste, basically. And you can do that on a few things in the game. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna pull you in here to here to here to here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to long arm this again. So we'll do another 5, and then we'll do a bunch of these guys too. And we'll see how that goes. There you go. Probably a couple more. We're always using these guys anyway, so go crazy. Excellent. Okay, I think that's roughly about it for that part. And then, of course, yeah, we're gonna pull these out onto its own belt. And then we'll feed this to the science center. That's what I call them. They'll come out here somewhere. Then we just have to sort of power this up. Oh, it didn't all fit right properly. It's like, where am I going? There we go. And that should start running, and you will start seeing those guys build up. Now, this is something I do. So a lot of people do not recommend it, and they get annoyed by me doing it, but I always do it anyways. I buffer my science, because I'm a person who, you know, kind of forgets to do it, or kind of gets slow or lazy at times to do it. So I buffer it so I can do a whole bunch at once all of a sudden, you know, feel good about it. And there you go. So now all we need to do is bring down our science. Take them, bring them, pick them up from up here somewhere. There they are. Ancient history now. And talking about ancient history, let's make another one of these guys. I feel like we can afford another one. How is our power grid? Power grid is doing very well. We shouldn't have any problems for a bit anyways, but you can see the pollution there. It's going kind of high. Get rid of those extras there. I'm going to bring this guy down here and just place it down here so I can just help with some of the scanning. Ooh, look at that. We got some biters here. I was probably not placing down the thing, but it's probably already identified. It's working its way up. Nice. So once this pollution starts touching these guys, they'll be probably our first problem makers anyways. So you're keeping up just fine, right? Yeah, you're just nice and slow. So these gears are more than enough, a little overpowered in a sense. And I guess this could be our first thing. Now, I'm going to make... this might be too close, to be honest. We'll see over time. Oh, we can start over here for now. We can always move it again. Okay, that, and that. And there we go. And we'll just power these guys up. And now what we can do is we can work on the next one, which there was one that we definitely wanted. Oh yeah, we wanted to look into landfilling, but that was 50 of that. There was another one I wanted for sure then for the next, oh yes, there he is. Assembly machine 2, which is what we're going to need to make the next guys and automate them, which is the green ones here. So the green juice. So I guess we could start working on that. I mean, it's it's going to be a bit of a long process. All of this takes time and effort, but it's enjoyable and it's rewarding. The red and green are considerably easy. They're the easy ones, and I like actually dealing with the green ones just because it's kind of fun. I like the way you expand your chip processing and stuff like that. Unfortunately, when it comes to the blue ones, they require a different material that it starts making a bit of a pain in the ass. And now I think about it, we don't even have that material we're going to need here. What the? Wow, that's going to be a bit of a problem. I have no oil. it doesn't mean it's the end of the world. It just means I'm going to have to go out very far probably to get the first basics of oil. That's an interesting one. I've always started with oil, so I didn't start with it, didn't even think of starting with it. So if that's my fault, who knows? Doesn't matter. It's a challenge in its own, and it will be a fun challenge to solve. So, green guys. So these guys require inserters and transport belts. Now, transport belts, they're meh. No one cares about transport belts. Iron plates, iron gears. The inserters, on the other hand, are the harder ones. They require electronic circuits. Electronic circuits are quite, not costly, just quite the thing to make, I guess. And that's where it starts really, really adding up over time. So that's what we're going to work on. Oh, this is so cool. You can Control F to focus. Control F. That's interesting. So I guess you type in electronic. I've done this so many times that it's, I probably would never search it now. There we go. So we've done that, which is great. Is there any more reds? I mean, we might as well keep working on some of the reds. Here we go. Another red. Yeah, so, I feel like I'm procrastinating here just a wee bit now. It is, like I said, it's a bit of a painful one, but it's not the end of the world either. So the first one is going to be iron plates, iron gears, etc. Those aren't really hard to make, and those we can do with no problem. Iron plates and iron gears. We could, let's just, iron plates, and then iron gears. Yeah, we'll do them over here. Maybe even sooner, to be honest. So, iron plates, iron gears. Oh, actually, yeah. So here you go, transport belt. So you, my friend, will grab from this side, and there you go. Oh, look at that. We can work on steel processing. They cost 50 red. Can make ourselves a new nice piece of armor with that. A few other things too. Oh, the steel chests are nice too. Yes, they are nice. What else is there? Oh yeah, the steel tool. That's a really nice one. Oh yeah, there's the armor piece, but I think it's a sub from that one. So, oh yeah, armor crafting too, which would be affect heavy armor, which really makes you into God mode basically. Yeah, this one's a gear too, right? I guess we could have used this side, but meh. These look a little different when I'm zoomed in. Maybe I'm not used to them. I don't know. They look a little more blurry when I'm zoomed in. I might be crazy. Old age is kicking in. Okay, so there you go. Pass those along. Ta-da! There you go. I was like, what is going on here? Something seems to miss. You could do a buffer here if you choose. I wouldn't recommend doing a buffer here, to be honest, because usually you want to do a buffer on its own so it's not really affecting everything. But at the same time, you may not want to do conveyors by hand forever either, so... Oh, look at this. Bullet damage increase, bullet shooting. Okay, so we can do some of these basic ones here. Armor crafting. Oh, look at the armor crafting for the steel one. Huh. Nice. But I might attempt doing something here. Don't do this at home. There you go. Then do a fast inserter on this side. And we're going to actually do 2 fast inserters because I'm going to need one here. I have a feeling that this is kind of slow. There we go. I still think it's a... There's going to be some other slack in there, but that's a slow inserter. It shouldn't be too much of a production hurt. And then we'll pass these along. Okay. So that is the conveyor belts, which that's part of the green. Now the next one's the inserters. These ones are the ones that are like, hey, you're going to have a lot of fun with these ones. So how do I normally do this? I usually have them coming from up here, actually. But I don't have that luxury because we haven't set it up that way, but we can easily just fix that up right now and bring them up here. And then, I don't know, twist them somewhere up here, down here. So these guys, I haven't done this for a while. To make an electric circuit, what is the ingredients here? I think it's copper wire and plate of some sort. 3 copper wire and plate. There it is. 3 copper wire and plate. Yeah, okay. So that's an easy one. We just gonna have to split that up. I think I do a 2, 2, 2. Yeah, 6 out. Touching 3. Yeah, I think I know what I'm doing here. So we go here, here. And the idea is... Ooh, or is that the idea? There's a ratio you want to get it done, right? So 3 copper wire cable, and to make copper cable you make 2 per 1. Okay, so 4 copper wire you can get with 2 of them, but you need 3. That's the math. So we're making 1 copper wire too many, which is what's going to be solved here. So this is too many, but that's why we fix it with this guy here, who will be like, oh, no problem, we'll help out here. And actually, you could probably put these closer here. And then this guy is like, oh, we'll help you too to make this one. So there you go. And then this one like this. So you got, oh, something's amiss here. Is it or isn't it? You got you, and then you and you. Why do you look weird? Maybe I had to have you weird looking. Oh, yeah, you are weird. I don't like you weird looking. Let's try this again then. You. Okay, so you help with this one, you help with this one. And then you and you. And then once again, you help with that one, you help with this one. Oh, that works, I think. Yeah, I guess that can be working. It's been a while, so it's like, am I doing it right? Am I doing it wrong? No, I'm doing it wrong. Because then this one's not going to be... Yep, this is wrong. I'm actually pretty sure these are solid wall, so 1, 2, too many, right? Perfect many. There we go. I think this is right. Ah, that's right. This is it. There you go. This is the right ratio. Took me a minute to remember it. There you go. Haha! We did it. So we're gonna need a lot of materials here still. We're gonna need more inserters, and then we're gonna need a lot more of these guys, and then we're gonna need some more iron. So we'll just go up to the top and get more iron, and then I need to expand these guys too. I think production overall needs to be increased quite a bit right now. I feel like we're not really keeping up on our production at all now that we're mass producing. Industrial tycoons here. We're done that. Okay, what can we do next? So here's the oil things that's starting to pop up. We don't want oil yet, but you can see how it comes up. Bullet damage and bullet speed. These are both nice. Or gun turret, but those are going to require green. So we'll do you. Let's just make sure there's no other reds on the way. Kind of working our way to just cleaning up any reds for now. So yeah, we'll do the bullet stuff now. I actually think, now I could have been modded and not vanilla, but I think there was like, you unlock 1 or 2 with green and then it just does red again. It's like, are you kidding me? You require green to unlock and then you want pure red again. It's like, screw you. Okay, so these guys, these are going to be fun. Oh, and this is wrong, but that's fine. We'll fix this upwards. So you guys will pull up from here, 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 and here. That's the copper, of course. And then you guys will feed into here like this. This is how they kind of work. This last one's actually kind of a waste, but... Oh, no, that isn't a waste because it's 2. And then, you remember, it's... So... this makes 2 copper. This makes 4 copper, 2 of them together, right? But we only need 3. That's why it gets split off here. So that's why we do this here. It feels like it's supposed to be all more connected to each other. Like this kind of throws it off a bit, but it's perfect. This is the ratio here. This little chunk. So 3 of these guys, 2 of these guys. And that's why it kind of threw it off on me at first. So it's like, what's going on here? And then there's these guys. This will be all just for chips. Now, I have a small problem here. Very small problem. Actually, I would say it's a pretty big problem. And it might make me have to redo some of this over time. Because I've kind of squished this down and I've left no room for myself. But I don't actually need this here. So this could actually save the day, maybe. But I already know there's going to be some problems here later on. Because I need more... Oh, you require copper for these? Never mind. Yeah, I've screwed up big time. I have no room to work up top. Yeah, I'm going to have to move all this up another 2 or 3 tiles just to give me some work room here for the future. So I will continue setting this up sort of off camera a bit, and then when we get back it should be somewhat sorted, and I'll probably upgrade just the copper and the iron output a bit more too, and then we'll go from there. So thank you guys and girls so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and we'll see you wonderful people next time.